Recently, I went to the Veterans Memorial Arena for the Jacksonville Craft and Import Beer Festival. I had an opportunity to taste a lot, I mean a lot of good craft beer. And I met some interesting people too. So talk to me about your experience here at the Craft Beer Festival.
It is beer-tastic because I'm a person who generally drinks the same beer over and over again. So it is allowing me to branch out and try all different kinds of beers.
Got to get away from that Bud Light Lime.
Intuition, John Boat, and Bold City Killer Whale.
This is a great opportunity for people from the beaches and Mandarin and whatnot to come in and go, that's what Bold City is, that's what Intuition is.
It feels to me like it's 2,000 of my closest beer friends, right?
Yes.
Well, as you drink, everyone becomes
Maybe
your beer
not
friend.
yet, but later they will be.
They will be.
By 9 o'clock tonight, everyone will be friends.
We're all friends.
Terrapin is very happy to be here. It's Terrapin's fourth time participating with this event, and luckily it's my first. So this is all new to me. This is nice.
Fresh eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Nice event. It's great to be part of everything going on. I don't think I've been to an event in Jacksonville that is quite this big or this spread out. So I really get a chance to experience the girth of what's going on in the craft beer scene in Jacksonville.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a Florida native. I work for Terrapin. Terrapin's out of Georgia, and I have a lot of pride in what we do. But I also have a lot of pride in my home state and how far the beer scene has come. And Jacksonville is honestly one of the top 3 cities in the state that's really pushing that mark, pushing that needle.
Well, talk to me a little about Terrapin and what you guys got going on coming in the future.
Absolutely. So we just launched our secondary flagship recreation ale on draft. That's our session IPA. Happens to be what we're drinking now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. This is a pretty exciting time in our life cycle right now as well. We're kind of going through a dynamic shift in our portfolio. Rye Pale Ale is kind of where we rested our laurels for about 12 years. And now we're really embracing the IPA scene. Hopsecutioner is our flagship brand. Recreation Ale is our number 2. We're launching this month a new can called High Five. It's a California-style IPA. Okay. Whereas Hopsecutioner is more that traditional southeastern style where it has a nice balance between hops and malt. The High Five is really the West Coast version. It's dry, drinkable, light in color, very hoppy in aroma and flavor, a firm bitterness, even though it does have a balance on the end. It's not scratchy or lingering. So it's a really nice interpretation of what's going on there. And then we have a collaboration coming out with Green Flash called Tangerine Dreamsicle. Okay. It's a side project coming out this month as well. It's a tangerine and lactose IPA.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. We have Rye Cube, just kind of a nod back to Rye Squared we made a few years ago. It's a 12% approximately triple rye IPA. Nice. And then we're also releasing a little favorite of ours called Liquid Bliss. It's a chocolate peanut butter porter released in the middle of summer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, throwing a little curveball in.
You're supposed to look somebody in the eye when you do cheers.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. Cheers.
Look. Cheers.
What do I do in the 3-way? That's weird.
We started off as a restaurant. He started brewing actually in the basement there. Dale's Pale Ale, which like we were talking about before, was actually the very first American craft beer put into a can back in 2002. So that's when we started.
Which I happen to be drinking right now.
Thank you, by the way. So we started distributing that in 2002. Moved on to our Scotch Ale from there, Pilsner Stouts from there. We've got an IPA, an Imperial Red IPA that we do now as well, and then some specialties every year as well. So we've been around 34 states right now, getting into about 40 by the end of this year. And really just trying to push craft beer in a can right now and show everybody that's the way to go.
Oh, I know you're in Colorado, but you also are in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, we opened up in December of 2012 there, brewing in Brevard, North Carolina, so southwestern, just south of Asheville, which is Beer City, USA now.
So we can claim you as Southern.
Absolutely. We're regional, man. We're regional and proud. You guys have 7 great breweries with more coming. Yeah. Every bar that opens up is a craft beer bar now, gastro pubs, everybody's focusing on food, quality, farm to table, taste, absolutely. They're willing to pay $1 more for something really good. And so, we just really find ourselves, I think, really lucky at this point in time that we're at a point of a lot of growth with craft beer in the United States, especially in the South. Cheers.
I hope I get to do that 100 more times tonight.
Yeah.
He's not going to get to talk to me because the ladies are lined up for the Aardwolf.
My brother started brewing beer at Georgia Tech, and then he was doing part-time at Sweetwater, and he just really took a liking to it, and he ended up going to Germany for beer school. We've got an IPA that's really good, people seem to like, and we've also got a Belgian wit that's kind of a citrusy coriander style beer.
Yeah, so my name's Ron Gamble from Veterans United Craft Brewery. We're looking to open the tap room by the end of June. The background on the brewery is that we're a bunch of veterans who've gotten together to kind of take the passion, the enthusiasm, the spirit that we had when we served in the military and put it into our beer. And so far it's been a great success. We're getting ready, like I said, to open up the tap room at the end of June, and we're excited.
Tell me a little bit about your flagship beers.
So we've got two flagship beers right now. One is Hop Banshee. It's a nice West Coast style IPA. Pretty bitter, but not sort of tongue-scraping bitter. And then we've got Raging Blonde, which is a nice, toothy blonde ale that has a little bit more hop flavor than your typical blonde ale on the marketplace.
So, what are you guys going to do beyond that? Are you looking to do anything special?
Yes, so some people have asked us, what category of beers are we going to brew? So I've said, no, we're not beholden to any one category. We're going to brew, we've got a set of Belgian ales, Saison, strong Goldens. We've got some nice English style milds, extra bitters, and then doing some German style Hefeweizens. But really, it's the whole gamut, because we want to feel free that we can express ourselves in the beer.
So what are you guys doing over at Dahlias?
We are working on a rooftop bar. We will have our meeting next week about it, and we'll be featuring just a limited amount of craft beers and wines, so it'll be more like a wine craft beer bar. It'll be very selective, and if that goes through, it'd be awesome.
So tell me one of your favorites that you've tasted here tonight.
Oh, too many.
You're being diplomatic right here.
No, I've had a lot of beers I've already had. I had a lot of fruit type beers that I actually haven't had, a lot of strawberry beers and ciders.
The Abita, did you try that one?
I've had it before.
Okay.
I've liked it. So those are definitely interesting, and I had New Belgium's sour brown ale, and that was off the chain.
Off the chain.
Off the chain.
You heard it here first. So talk to me about Aardwolf and what you guys got going on. I mean, besides the great...
Well, I mean, we're getting ready to expand capacity, and we're going to be hitting the market a lot harder, so we thought we'd get out at the beer fest here, the Craft and Beer Import Fest, and kind of hit the streets hard and let people know that there's a new Aardwolf in town.
There's a new Aardwolf in town, and he's ready to roll.
That's right.
Whatever that means.
Exactly. We don't know ourselves.
So you got any new beers coming out?
We actually just brewed El Mariachi. It's a stout with a bunch of chili peppers, cacao powder, cinnamon, coffee. It's going to be bigger and meaner than the early bird special.
Sounds awesome. We'll have to try it out.
It's going to be a good time.